me back in there. Wait, did it not change? Man, what the fuck? It's saying it in here, but it's not saying it on mobile. That's weird. I hate that shit. Update's too slow. Alrighty. So that's for Dragon Kart specifically. The rest of this is pretty much done up for now. So I think we're just gonna beeline for story. Not for the fucking taxi. God damn it. Jesus Christ, I hate that too. Put it on a different button. If that were more old man exposition, this is true.
Let's go.
I'll show you.
I know.
You're gonna get stomped. You sure you want to get hurt?
Yeah.
You're gonna be in a world of hurt.
Watch this. Hope this hurts.
I wouldn't underestimate. Here we go.
Ooh, nice. Why?
You're gonna get stomped. You sure you want to get hurt?
Oh my god.
Right. I'm not backing down.
Get serious.
I am secret.
Cool.
You're gonna be in a world when you underestimate me.
That finished off a fair amount of them.
This out.
Okay.
His downswing.
Nice.
Literally just dropping the bomb on him. Oh my god, fine, I'll fucking fight him.
Show me what you got.
I got this.
I don't know. The only time I've really seen stuff like that is back in the day they had those huge bottle like coin banks or whatever.
Beat me?
Where they'd be like filled with food or whatever.
I'm not backing down.
I haven't seen those in a long ass time.
Check this out.
Here we
I
go.
think we used to have one at our house. But at the same time, those are literally just big, giant plastic things.
You're gonna be in a world of hurt.
Maybe? Maybe.
You're gonna be
There we go.
right.
Oh, fuck.
It's go time.
Acupuncture. That's right. Bonk. Later. It's literally just a fiery stick.
Hell
I also don't really sure why fire in this game is like purple. Hmm? Hmm?
I went ahead and got started.
You sure you don't mind treating me?
In the club? No.
Are you actually able to pay?
Wish I could, but I don't think they'd take this.
You don't sound like you're gonna relax during this meal.
Why the hell would I?
Depends on what you say. Hopefully I'll relax enough to enjoy the duck. So, how do you know Arakawa-san? I'm on the edge of my seat here.
It wasn't long after the war the counterfeit bills started being produced in Ijincho. It was top secret. Only the heads of the Seiryu clan and the Liumang, plus some officers, knew about it. Outside of that inner circle, they also had to hire people to smuggle the bills.
Smugglers?
And one of them was a traveling actor. His name was Toshio Arakawa. He was Masumi Arakawa's father.
Right.
What?
From way back then.
One day, he came to us saying he lost an entire suitcase filled with 100 mil in fake yen. No excuse in the world could have saved him. A mistake that grave required the Seiryu clan to make an example out of him for the other smugglers. But remember, only a few people at the top even knew about the counterfeiting.
Right.
It wasn't a task they could hand to just anybody. So I, being next in line to inherit the clan, was entrusted to carry it out.
So did you actually...
Yes. I killed Toshio Arakawa,
Oh shit.
father of Masumi Arakawa, in this very place, 40 years ago.
He was the
When I
hitman.
had no idea who was in the room with my target. By the time I learned it was his 14-year-old son, it was too late.
Right.
I had to go through with the hit.
So that was him way back
This
then.
boy would see his father die. To make my guilt even worse, later I found out why Toshio lost the fake bills. His wife and her lover had stolen them.
Oh, that's right.
Those two fell into the ocean and disappeared. Their corpses were never even found.
Clean up after the cleanup.
Arakawa-san lost both his parents, one after the other.
And his only other friends, the theater troupe, disbanded soon after without their leader. Masumi Arakawa became a drifter, along with a few other actors. They couldn't trust anyone, so what other path was there for them, except becoming Yakuza in Kamurocho?
So that's why Arakawa-san became a Yakuza. Hardly any choice.
Arakawa joined a low-ranking family in the Tojo clan called the Hikawa family. Life wasn't easy for him there. They were the kind of family that took hits without thinking twice.
Really?
Yes, so they were always in need of ways to dispose of a body. Masumi Arakawa was tapped to help with that, and he was extremely cautious. To do it, he started coming all the way to the homeless camp in Ijincho.
Really? Even though the family was based in Tokyo? Why?
Well, truthfully, he wanted an excuse to come to Yokohama, because it would afford him opportunities to hunt his father's killer.
I see. So Arakawa-san was using the homeless camp to dispose of bodies all the way back then.
Indeed. As for his hunt, he researched Yakuza and criminals every time he was here. All he started with was a single clue. His own childhood memory of the suspicious waiter he saw here that night.
Right.
Eventually, 7 years after the murder, I received an invitation to come here. He signed his invitation Masumi Arakawa. It was a bold declaration, and I knew immediately the running would be futile. So I came here, alone. I didn't even bring a bodyguard.
Why the hell not?
Well, to put it simply, I was prepared to die.
But, I mean...
In this line of work, there are no good ways to die. And I can think of worse ways to go that would not give that boy the justice he'd earned. The memory of what I'd done to him never left me, you know. It was always like a small bone stuck in my throat.
That's a hell of a way to put it. So what happens then?
He was sitting right where you are now.
Here?
Yes. He didn't look a day over 20. But his eyes had that hard, flinty gaze of an old killer. I couldn't help myself.
The contrast.
I told him everything. I told him why I killed Toshio Arakawa. I even told him about the secret counterfeiting. I figured I was dead anyway. He had a gun in his hand, and all he had to do was pull the trigger. But he never once interrupted me. When I'd finished, he slowly stood up. I stopped him as he turned to leave. "Didn't you come here for revenge?" I asked.
And? What did he say?
He said, "If only you had ignored my invitation, then I could have shot you in the back." Then he left.
Boss.
In 1984, the 10,000 yen bill changed from the face of Prince Shotoku to Yukichi Fukuzawa. By that time, Arakawa had found his own Yakuza family, so I sent him a gift.
What was it?
An old bill.
A fresh batch of crisp fake bills featuring
Ah.
Yukichi Fukuzawa.
Okay.
They were defective prints with nothing on the back. Not exactly legal tender.
So that's where this came from, that batch.
Then how was that a gift?
It's hard to explain. If I had to say, it was out of gratitude.
Sure, but for what?
Could have killed
I
him.
should have died that day I met with Arakawa. That would have been right. And yet he spared me. Not only that, but he lifted a terrible weight from my chest. Furthermore, it's not an exaggeration to say the equilibrium among the Ijin Three continues to this day because of him.
Right?
Wow.
That could have been it.
I
Way
owe
before
him
it
an
started.
unfathomable debt. And one day I must pay it back. The defective bills were how I chose to communicate the sentiment. The counterfeiting secret is Ijincho's weakness. And it was only thanks to Arakawa that the Ijin Three could continue to secretly wield that power. But of course, that means if he ever feels like it was a mistake to let me live, he can use the fake bills to unravel everything I've built. The gift wasn't the bills themselves.
They were leveraged.
They were leverage.
Yeah.
I actually wrote something on the back to that effect. Neither justice nor mercy should tip the scale. It means that those in power must reward and punish where necessary. I felt it was an appropriate message. I suppose the writing has faded at this point.
Whoa.
A little bit. Still on there.
So that's the whole story.
Up till this moment. But now I'm sitting across from a man holding one of those fake pills. Which, of course, is a message from Arakawa that only I could understand. The message is, Masumi Arakawa sees you as a beloved family member.
Arakawa-san thinks of me as family.
He would not have placed that bill in your pocket lightly. Do you see its significance now? After everything I've told you? There is almost no doubt in my mind that Arakawa did not want you killed. So he didn't shoot you out of malice. He shot you so that you would be brought here, be saved by the homeless, and eventually meet up with me. Do you see? That's everything I can tell you.
That's plenty. Thank you, Chairman. I see it all now. I always kind of figured.
You did? Well, it's your move now. I've only told you what I know, so...
It's okay. That's enough. I trust you.
Well, I don't hear that often.
Yeah, neither do I. Not even from my friends. But those friends are trustworthy to me. And so are you. I believe everything you said. And my faith in Arakawa-san is coming back strong.
Kasuga,
Yeah?
are you a blood relative of Arakawa's?
No, it's not like that.
I see. Well, he must have been happy to have such loyalty as yours. As proud as any father, I think.
That's grim. Is a bomb or a gun. The fact that he comes back here all the time for that, after doing that job too. God damn.
Nagacho has been rocked by party chair Ogi Kubo's sudden retirement due to illness. Long a central figure in politics, Ogi Kubo was the prime minister's
Also,
last
Ogi Kubo immediately folded.
together.
Look.
An election shall be held to reaffirm the will of the people. I look forward to a new Citizens Liberal Party and a new cabinet.
The prime minister made more shockwaves later that day. In the afternoon, he announced he would appoint Ryo Aoki to Ogi Kubo's now vacant post. Aoki will be the first sitting governor to also serve as the ruling party's chair. This bold move is sure to have ripple effects.
Well, it's super official now. After all that brawling and tigering. Brawling, tigering, murders. I'm assuming one of them just holds the restaurant.
How are you feeling, former chairman?
Surely the governor of Tokyo can read. My sign says no visitors.
Oh, suddenly rules are important to you.
You gonna kill him?
Naturally.
Shouldn't you concern yourself with the rules you've already broken? For example, counterfeiting. Your crimes put the entire national economy at risk.
Do you know how many lives were saved by what you call a crime? Hundreds. Any politician can say they built a road or passed a law. But how many can say they caught people who fell through the cracks? You think you're talented enough to do that in my stead?
Oh, I've got plenty of talents. I just use them very differently compared to you. For example, I managed to fit your downfall into my already very busy schedule.
The governor is the party chair. Nothing could be more ripe for corruption.
Oh, everything I'm gonna do will be labeled scandalous by withered old men like you. But by next year, Japan will have a new standard, and it will have been written by me.
Spoken like a true amateur.
Amateur, huh? Let me ask you.
You don't know the power you wield until you sit in the seat
Years
itself.
ago, I asked you for the Citizens Liberal Party endorsement. You insulted me. Your exact words were, "Bleach Japan is a bunch of kids playing at politics." Your home district is Kanagawa's second. Isn't that right? I'm happy to tell you, Bleach Japan will be running a candidate there in the next election cycle. And he'll have the Citizens Liberal Party's ringing endorsement. So, how does it feel to have everything taken from you by a bunch of kids?
Ooh, his
Our
heart
candidate's
rate.
victory in Kanagawa's District 2 is all but certain. So I've come up with a plan for taking out the trash in Ijincho. Of course, we'll probably lose half the population.
Are you calling the people of Ijincho trash?
Ooh.
I'm calling them disposable.
Pardon me?
This motherfucker.
What did you call them? People who fell through the cracks? Can't you see that's their own fault for becoming so dependent on the gray zones? They're responsible for maintaining their home, and they failed. That's what makes them disposable. But I must be going. As I said, I've got a busy schedule. Happy retirement, my former chair. I truly wish that for you. I hope you'll visit Ijincho after its beautiful new developments are complete. You'll hardly recognize it, and I can't wait to see the look on your face when you see it.
Well, slap scumbag on that dude's forehead.
So, is your hideout?
Uh-oh.
Yep, go ahead. Make yourself at home.
I'd love to, but, where could I even do that?
Yes. The square footage of this place leaves something to be desired.
Well, excuse me. I'm hearing some pretty high standards for a couple of pad crashers.
We're not crashing it. Namba-san gave us permission.
Who the hell says no to Jungi Han when he has to stay the night? I mean, it's freaking Jungi Han.
Hey, where are the rest of your people now that Komi Jewel HQ is gone?
They're fixing the surveillance system. It will take some time for it to be fully restored.
Well, I get why Jungi Han is staying here, since his place is a pile of...
Right? Like, he's monitored for a reason.
It's not like I could just keep living in Qingchen after stepping down from the Liumeng. Wouldn't have sent the right message. So, I've joined the ranks of the homeless.
Still doesn't explain why you need to stay here.
Maybe because information collects where people do. And this group does seem to be in the know.
We do? But we don't even know what happened to Bleach Japan. Did the police ever put a stop to all that craziness?
The police? Kasuga-kun, haven't you seen the news?
No, I haven't had the time.
Well, Bleach Japan's reputation in Ijincho, hell, all of Japan, is golden after the Komi Jewel thing.
What?
Oh yeah, you wouldn't believe the headlines. Despite peril, brave Bleach Japan topples Komi Jewel gang. Grassroots org achieves what police never could. Shit like that.
Wow, great journalism. No spin at all.
That's not even the worst of it. The reports say the Komijul committed arson during its fight with Bleach Japan. And
Entirely
in the
wrong.
blaze, Bleach Japan director Ogasawara perished.
He's dead?
Wait, what happened? He was definitely alive after the fire. That's when we interrogated him.
Yeah, then the Omi Alliance rescued him. Why would he be... Wait, did
Yep.
they?
Yes, they probably killed him. I had that thought right away. At least he died the way he wanted to, as a hero of the revolution.
That guy? A hero? Why'd they kill him?
Because he squawked like a bird when you interrogated him. Why wouldn't they off the guy? No, they're just milking his death. for
Homebrew
what it's
martyr.
worth.
Right.
Honestly, it's a brilliant move, making it look like he died in the Komi Jewel fire. No crime reports, cops and doctors wouldn't bat an eye.
It's all
And
burnt up.
Bleach Japan gets a nice, tragic death to go on about.
Damn. I wish we'd picked a fight with dumber enemies.
But what can we do? Go to the police and explain how we abducted Ogasawara?
Right.
What would be the point? Half the force is on Mabuchi's payroll. They would just book our asses.
So Aoki has everyone marching along to his little tune. All in step.
Young master.
Okay, Bleach Japan's got us by the short hairs there. But what about the fact they were trespassing on Komijo property?
Well, they must have figured the public would think the ends justified the means. And they were right. The public thinks Bleach Japan is the hero of this story. The police will never prosecute them for trespassing.
At this rate, the Komijo and the Liumang are going to be extinct in Ijincho. And people like you who give us shelter will be an endangered species. I wish I didn't have to say this, but I suggest you make other living arrangements.
I can't. I'm waiting for someone to contact me here.
Who?
Arakawa-san?
Right.
He's about to go all in with his next gamble. When that happens, you'll need strong allies.
More than he's already got?
I can't say anymore. I'm sorry.
Mitsu.
I'll be in touch.
So we know we're in Arakawa's corner, but we don't know what his push is gonna be.
Well then. But isn't Masumi Arakawa the man who shot you?
The boss wasn't trying to kill me. He shot me so I could live.
Sorry, but don't you think that's still kinda fucked up?
It's a long story. Buy me a beer sometime and I'll tell you all about it. But right now, while we've got you on the team, we need to get shit done. And we need to stock up on money and supplies because nobody knows what the hell will happen next.
That's for sure.
So we just casually get Zhao now. While the Great Wall of Muscle and Yokohama's rising crime rate, the city's villains grow even more powerful. Be on the lookout, as you may encounter formidable, never-before-seen foes. Well, shit, the world level went up, I guess. Zhao's rather demanding experience as a leader of the Yokohama Liumang has toughened him up against bleeding, fear, rage, and silence. Onion. It's a pretty considerable roster. The gangster slashes enemies with a saber, capable of learning acrobatic martial arts based on Chinese Kenpo. That's the interesting thing. We never actually fought Zhao, so I don't know what most of his shit's gonna be about. It's just called Bar Hangover. Hey, Ichiban, how you doing?
Hey.
I'm fine, thanks. How about you? Oh, good, good. Can I ask you a favor, though? Sure. You could take out the trash for me?
Hmm?
Trash? No, I don't mind, but why? Oh, I'm just cleaning house in my place, and there's some stuff I don't need anymore. No rush. Just stop by when you have time. Can't lift it all. I'll wait for you at my place. Also, the bodyguard one looks good on him. Some heavy lifting, huh? Guess I'll head over to Hamako's place after I wrap things up. Way down here. Anything new on the map? No, not really. There's something here. And something here, actually. I mean, I'm assuming that it still is. But something that they're just kind of managing. They might have captured somebody or some other bullshit. Either captured or she's got some stuff for us. Yo, these guys are in the 40s? Fuck, okay.
Out of my way!
Yo, he's got breaker shit going on, alright.
I'm not back.
I like that.
Stand there? Are you done with all the fun and games yet?
You're weak.
Check this out.
Blind seer.
Let's go.
Oh, he buffed them.
Right.
I'm over here.
You're in it now.
Are you done with all the fun and games yet?
Yeah.
Now squeal for me. You're gonna get stomped.
Have fun with this.
You can win.
This hurts.
Spirit of lust? Oh my god, everyone fell asleep! Wake up! Thank you. Thank you for literally... Okay, actually, you only got one person awake with that. Okay, hold on. Blinding Viper. Oh! Because he's brainwashed. Nice.
Good to go.
Oh, Zhao got beat up real quick. Oh, but this guy's helping us out. I'll take it.
Try this on your side.
Yeah, he's a little frail.
I'm getting stronger.
So itchy.
Yeah, like what are his... Let's look at his stats again then, because that's... Oof. So 339 for health. That's his 147 compared to 60, 130, 120. It's not that big of a difference. I guess it just really gotten like ganged up on. Got some collateral. They usually come stocked with some stuff. He probably doesn't have any accessories though. Yeah, Expert's Helmet, Wonder Gown, Survival Boots. That's all pretty much in line with what we got on other people. Some of it's even better in some cases. Eddie's got that on. That being said, we can put some other stuff on. Let's see. Fluoride bracelet. Healing. Simple here. Ooh. Ongo chainmail. Hell yeah. We'll do that. Necessary to bring brother results and gains a chance. Oh, so if one of them's the gambler or whatever, we can put that on them. Yeah. XP boost. For his job. That's always good. I need to get Zhao like some food. I don't think there's anything for his class here, weapon-wise. Yeah, like at a glance, not really. Oh, she can have the new tote bag though, since she's her base class right now. And no about it. Okay.
Arigato.
Still finding some use out of that. Dude, if we can get in here first. Let me in. This lady has been helping us heal a lot.
Me!
Delicious.
Alrighty. So yeah, it's probably just a fight. Sylvia Atlee. I said I don't need a guide, and I'll be fine on my own. Now where's this part-time hero? It must be my client. It's time to play part-time hero. I'm trying to enjoy my solo Korean food tour, and this creep won't leave me alone. What part of solo does he not understand? Anyway, I'm over here by Sylvia Atlee, so can someone come get rid of this guy?
This could get rough.
You should probably stop talking now. In fact, I suggest you beat it. It's that? You want me to beat you into the ground? Fine by me, genius. Oh, here we go. Food is very swole. Look at that boxer over there. Prize fighter. He's got a lot of moves right out of the gate too. Falling Fang, Whirling Blade Dance. Oh, God.
Right.
I'm assuming that probably would have been better if that was just like a group hit. Thought that was gonna be like an AoE thing, but I guess not. Oh, Mega Swing. Oh.
Watch this.
Urban Ranger. What the fuck?
Who wants to go?
Ooh, immediately got bleed on.
Yeah?
You're gonna get
Yeah, let's just finish this dude.
Here we go.
You're in it now. Get serious.
Try this on the side.
Okay.
Who wants to go?
Uh-oh. Oh, that's KO. Shit.
Huh?
You're gonna get stomped.
Cool.
Right.
Yeah. Done with all the fun and games.
Ooh, the follow-up. Nah, but get up.
You're gonna be in a whirl.
My way.
Just straight up pokes his eyes out.
Feel like winning.
Nah, but didn't feel like winning. He was knocked out the whole time. Ha, serves him right. I can enjoy the rest of my food tour in peace. I'll tell the gals about this for sure.
With finesse.
Legging soles and sturdy iron. Namba got pieced up pretty bad. See, the other one is here. There's a restaurant right there. I can just taxi. Seems like a lot of enemies will drop crest. Oh, okay. That makes more sense. So now we have enemies dropping Tojo Clan crests as opposed to us like finding them. So I was like, hey, did you like fighting before? Because boy, oh boy, you're gonna want to do it even more now. All right, video game. Come on, dude, I'm just trying to get my cannoli canoodled. But the part-time hero would understand. Like, they were here. That must be my client. Time to play part-time hero? Damn it all. I was here to have an Ai-chan need my dangle dough, but this thug wants to shake me down instead. Can a man get a massage in peace? Just hurry down to Romance Street before I lose my leave-ning.
Time to clean up!
I'm from the part-time hero. Whatever my client spends his money on is none of your business. But it is my business. I'm so pent up and nearly ready to blow. Now, if you don't piss off, I'll just have to take out my stress on you. Is it a fucking... Is he just like a fucking warrior? I'm a warrior!
Yeah.
I'm not
Oh.
On it. You're in it now. Out of my way.
Grease monkey, thanks, I hate it. Look at him! It's the worst.
Get serious.
Try this on your side. Let me out to the solo.
Don't die now.
Okay. I got this. Watch this.
Still got him burned despite the resistance.
Cool. Come on now.
Ooh.
Let's go.
Hey.
Here we go.
Get up. Don't get up, bitch. Don't get up.
Have fun with this. Take this. You can win. Who wants to go?
Oh, he's all bamboozled.
You're in it now.
Unfortunately, he doesn't have anyone else to attack, so that's not really gonna help much.
Fight.
Falling thing.
You're gonna be in a world.
Yo.
Yeah. Check this out. I'm over here. Are you ready with all the fun and games yet? Okay, let's go. Watch this.
Directional doom.
I'm not back.
Hope this hurts.
That's even worse, because that's just a solid iron ball, I'm pretty sure. And he's still punting that shit at people. Like, damn. Thanks, Mr. Hero. I can get back. I can get my apples polished by the #1 masseuse in town. Here I come, Ai-chan. It's always an I. I know it's just like really easy, but still. That man's ankle is gravel, for real. Motivational headband. We search this? Is that what that was? Something like... Ah! Their crest. Nice. Still finding some of those. That's always good. Yeah, let's eat up again though. Feed me.
Who's hungry?
Me!
Delicious.
Actually, now that I'm here, not love magic. Let's go to romance. Can I not get out that way? There. Why are you by yourself? Oh, it's another one of these dudes! Oh my god, he's even worse! Pornographero? What in the shit? What is... no. What does he have on him? Do I want to know? There's money on him. Oh no. Are those fucking mouse traps? Hold on. It's either money or some other bullshit. What the shit? He's gonna take forever. Yeah, that's a good time as ever for this. Let's go! Where are you? Yeah, that's money. Whoosh. Give him the palm. Interesting camera angle for that.
Right.
Downswing. Moisture time? Oh my god. Oh. That's the worst.
Okay. Done with all the fun and games. Have fun with this.
Directional Doom.
Take this.
Catch this little first.
Get serious.
I despise all of that. Exactly. Everything about that is awful.
Who wants to go? Come on now.
And he's got fun fucking exam mode going on because of that stupid grease up he just did. Thanks, I hate it.
Let's go.
How are you even grabbing him? Yeet!
I'll make it work.
Wrap it up. Rub-a-dub-dub. Oh, what the fuck is that? Oh no. You know what?
Let's go.
You can take a break. It's okay, bud.
You're gonna be in a whirl.
With all the fun and games yet?
Oh, that's ugh. Why?
Who wants to go?
You sure you want to get hurt? Huh?
Check this out. Not my fault if you get hurt.
You sure you can right?
Yeah, he doesn't care.
With all the fun
Try
and
this
games
on your
yet?
side.
Yeah, this motherfucker hits hard too. He did it twice! He comboed her!
You're in it now.
I'll show you.
Hell no.
You're gonna get stung.
There we go. Debuff on some of that.
Okay.
Out of my way!
You're gonna be in a whirl.
Okay.
Leaky rocket?
I don't know about this.
Let's go.
You sure you can beat me? Check this out.
Actually, yeah, buff yourself a little. We're gonna be here a minute.
Perfect. Right.
I'm over here. Are you done with all the fun and games yet?
Here we go. Photo blink.
Give me a smile, not that. You sure you want to get hurt?
Let's see. Who wants to go?
Ooh.
This'll be good. Come on. Let's go. You're done now.
Dude.
fight to the end.
Are you done with all the fun and games yet?
Come sure you can try this on your side. Feel better.
I'm over here.
Sorry, I'll still fight. You're gonna be in a world of hurt. I'll show you.
I got this.
Feeling better? It's go time.
Oh, God.
You're in it now.
You're gonna get stomped.
Cool. Come on now.
Just gonna stand there?
You sure you want to get hurt?
I'll show you what you can
Try and stop.
Let's do this.
I got this. You're gonna be in a world of hurt. I have secrets too.
Who wants to go? On.
Let's go.
Out of my way.
Down.
Yakuza.
You sure you can beat me?
Yeah.
You're gonna get stomped.
Check this out. No dying allowed. Much
Thank
better.
you. Right.
Let's go.
Let's see.
I'll handle it.
Hope you're ready. Okay,
I got this.
check this out.
Bring it on.
Well,
Be still.
There we go.
Let's go. Cool.
I should have brought him out sooner.
You're gonna be in a world.
Come on. Let's go.
I got this. Feeling better already. Here we go.
Come on.
Eyes on me.
You're in it now.
I'm ready now. Okay. Huh?
Watch me.
Take this.
That's so good. He just steps on his foot.
I'll show you. Pleased to meet you.
Yeah.
Huh?
Come on now. Yakuza.
Uh-oh.
well.
Don't move.
I got this. You
Here
sure
we
you
go.
can beat
Cool.
me?
Take your best shot.
Okay.
Eyes on me.
Don't get cocky.
You sure you want to get hurt?
Time to call a friend. I summon you. Yeah!
Oh my god. And he's like, what the fuck?
You're in trouble.
I got this.
Watch me.
I wouldn't
Take this.
underestimate me.
You're in
Yeah, considering all those hacks and slashes. Pretty confident. Like an as them. I get bit. Give me that health back, asshole.
I wouldn't underestimate me.
Oh yeah?
Bring it on. You're in for
You
it.
sure you want to get hurt?
You wanna go? Suck on this! Well, let's go!
I wouldn't underestimate me.
Be still, would you? Oh yeah?
I got this.
I got this!
I'll show you.
Take your best shot! Let's go!
You sure you want to get hurt?
Let's go!
Bring it on.
You falling for me yet?
And he's charmed. Nice.
Watch me.
Take this!
Don't move.
Cool!
You're in for it.
I got this!
Right. I have secrets too. Pleased to meet you.
I'm up!
Bring it on.
I wouldn't underestimate me.
Right through the heart!
Well,
Oh yeah?
It's electricity and charm. Who would have thought?
too easy, I'm afraid.
Too easy, he says. Everyone's almost dead. Holy shit. Well, he made it at least. Enough in my mouth anywhere near the right. Better Adachi than me. Yeah. They have a lot of, like, liberties that they can take to just make, like, single, like, mini-boss enemies like that really strong. Just because of how ridiculous the universe is.
Looking good. That's what I'm talking about. It works, right?
So the iron one can't be, but the stone orb can be upgraded.
Nice, nice. Wow, pretty good. Just a finishing touch.
Let's see. Somebody in Super X.
Almost there. Nice, nice, nice. Just a finishing touch.
Ooh, Cyber Helmet's actually good for everyone there. That's really expensive. Ooh.
for the law.
Feeling light.
Ooh, and of course there's a group right there.
Me.
Delicious.
ありがとうございました。
Everyone got scrambled around for that. Holy shit. Is Zhao back on? Yeah, let's head over there. So now we're at a point where we'd actually have to probably grind a little bit for like constant encounters to not really like drag us down. Oh, oh, literal junk, huh?
Well, look what the cat dragged in.
Hamago-san, what's all this?
Didn't I tell you? I'm decluttering. I lugged all this out here by myself. Oh, I'm beat. I was hoping you big, strong men might do the rest.
You buying new futons or something? Business must be good.
What's going on, Casa?
Wait, there's no one here. Where are the girls?
Is she leaving?
They all quit.
What?
I'm closing up shop.
What? I guess because of Bleach.
Ijincho Revitalization Shelter.
It's a facility in Hamakita Park. Bleach Japan set it up. Girls from the industry and their families can live there free of charge.
For free? Damn. And all your girls went there?
Sure did. Why wouldn't they? The facility's offering job training and legal help with visas. No better place for girls like them who don't have citizenship.
And Bleach Japan is behind this whole operation?
Yeah, they're being useful for once. They're gonna open more just like it, too. And they even offered to buy my place and turn it into a shelter.
But then what are you going to do? This place is your bread and butter, isn't it?
Oh, they thought of that. They gave me a job at the shelter. I'm gonna be the dorm mother. Good pay, and perfect for a feisty old gal like me. Gotta say, I'm coming around on these do-gooders.
Come on, Hamako-san. Don't you remember what they put you through?
Yeah, sure, they were annoying. Bunch of kids tramping around, shouting shit they heard in prep school. But hey, now they're putting their money where their mouth is. It wasn't just a bunch of whining. They actually did something about it. And apparently the shelters were Ryo Aoki's idea. I have to say.
Sitting in the sit well here. Yeah.
Not to be a downer, but don't you think he's basically just buying votes? Once the election is over, I bet you he's gonna forget all about these shelters.
Yeah, seriously. Politicians pull this shit all the time.
You don't know him. You can't just assume he's like that. Besides, you got some better option for my girls? Any spare rooms you'll let them live in? I'll have you know, Aoki-san came all the way out to Ijincho today.
Interesting.
Wait, he's in town?
He's attending Ogasawara-san's funeral. See? That shows he's a good guy. The guy's got a million things on his plate, but still carves out time for a friend.
It's because they killed him.
You've got no business bad-mouthing him when you don't even know him.
Young master. here in Ijincho.
You gonna go see him?
Yeah. There's stuff I want to ask him about.
Me too. Like what his connection to Horonouchi is.
You guys are nuts. Well, what's your plan? Stroll up and demand a meeting with the most powerful man in Tokyo?
Oh, funerals are easy to sneak into. Everyone's too polite to ask questions.
Why are you supporting this lunacy?
Sorry, Hamako-san. But do you mind if I get rid of your trash some other day?
What's wrong with now?
Yeah. There's just this thing I gotta take care of.
Fine. Just don't leave me hanging, okay?
Wouldn't dream of it. So does anyone know where this funeral is?
If it's in Ijincho, it's gotta be at the morgue on Central. That's where Nonomiya's funeral was.
Right.
Oh, yeah. All right. Let's roll on over there.
Are we gonna come back in our funeral outfits? Actually, we should probably see if we can record anything. Done. Okay. That's fine. It's literally just right down this way, huh? Oh shit. Yeah, like there's gonna be, it sounds like there's gonna be like an Order 66 level kind of thing. They're gonna shelter whoever gets in there for now, and then whoever actually goes up against the shelters is gonna get wiped out during the revitalization period.
Ogasawara-kun, I remember the day we met like it was yesterday.
Oh my god, this motherfucker. Already hamming it up in there.
Nice. There's still time. Hey, let us through. We're here to pay our respects.
Hey, are you with Bleach Japan?
No, but we knew Ogasawara.
Not good enough. The ceremony's just for family and Bleach Japan members.
Well, maybe they'll let us light some incense.
They aren't even allowing journalists like me in. This monitor is all we get.
Today, we celebrate Ogasawara-kun's memory. We do so here in Ijincho, the city of his heart and soul.
I mean, they knew better than to let other people in.
You, more than anyone, yearn to see this city reborn. It was only 6 months ago that you came here with your family. And I remember how eager you were to change this town for the better. It became your passion in life.
This dude.
But one cannot
The one that dragged him into it.
Until they become one of its people. Which is why I was so moved when you chose to reside in Ijincho. There is no greater tragedy than the dreams we leave behind in death. And yours were bigger than most ever dared. I know this, as your classmate in our youth. As your peer who shared your ambitions. But most of all,
he's got the narrative down pat, that's for sure.
Simply as a friend, you left too soon. This is truly a great loss. And so, what choice do we have but to face the future without you? We look to Kume-kun, the protege to whom you entrusted so much. He has stepped forward to carry your dream. And is there any
Kume is gonna be a fucking figurehead then.
passing, someone else picks up the torch where we left it? You and I always believed we could help people find their way together. Which is why, in the coming election, I will throw the entirety of my support behind Kume. I say this not as the Citizens Liberal Party chair, but for you, Ogasawara-kun, as your friend who would see your dream come true. I swear to do everything in my power to bring your dream for Ijincho to fruition. That is the least I can do for you, my old friend. Rest now and smile down on us from heaven.
It's another story beat for that.
Ogasawara-san! We will continue your work for you.
Just listen to this governor. He really cares.
He's in more grief than anyone here, and he still gave a speech.
Strong man giving a strong eulogy.
If Aoki really did order Ogasawara's death, well, then he's quite the actor.
Bastard's grooming Kume for political office. What the hell is his plan?
Hey, there he is.
He's leaving out the front? Wow. Guarded, but still.
Let's move.
How many seats is the Citizens Liberal Party targeting this cycle? Any comment?
Aoki-san, should we take your statement today as a campaign launch announcement?
Any comment at all? Just a soundbite, Aoki-san!
Clear the way!
What's your motive for holding a new election? Hey, don't push! I said don't push!
All right, folks, let him through. Let him through!
Aoki! Hey! Governor Aoki! That's no good. Can't even get close.
Let's head him off.
How?
It's not like the governor took a train here. He's gotta have a car nearby.
Sure, but how are you gonna find it? Check every parking spot in the neighborhood?
You know, I once read in some tabloid that celebrities park underground to avoid the paparazzi.
Huh.
Aoki probably uses the same strategy, don't you think?
Yeah, that's a thought.
Any underground lots around here?
Yeah, there's a big one. Its entrance is by the river.
Great! Let's check it out.
Oh my god, somebody got nailed.
Well, you're in it now. I'm over here. Okay, who wants to go? Let's go. Out of my way. All right.
Let's go.
Done with all the fun and games yet? I got this.
These guys picked the wrong ones, I guess.
Watch me.
Take this.
Just stand there.
Let's go. I'm up. Cool. Don't get caught.
Bip.
Let's go. The enemy is defeated.
Look at me go.
Ice spreader. Okay. Is there an entrance near there? Really? It's closed off. What's going on? Governor must have rented out the entire parking garage.
Damn.
Damn it. What do we do now? We'll never see him like this. Are there any other elevators that connect to this garage? I think so, but if it's anything to go on, they're probably blocked off. We need some kind of hidden elevator or something. Hidden elevator, eh? Well, that's it. There is one, actually.
For real?
A few years back, I got really drunk, and when I came to, I was in an elevator. When the doors opened, I was in an underground parking structure. I bet they overlooked that one. Nice. So where is it? It was, shoot. I can't remember.
Oh.
Dude, that's the most important part. Like I said, I was drunk. But now that I think about it, that must mean that I was in a building with a bar.
Yep.
And that the garage is underground by the river. And it has to be somewhere along the river, too. Building with a bar by the river. That narrows it down enough, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's get looking. Okie dokie. Hey, it's white, listen. Oh. It's gotta be a really huge lot then. Also, I don't think any of this actually gives MP, does it? Yeah, it's all health. Get some cookies. Or crackers, I should say.
Watch
more jobbers.
You're in it now.
Let me just.
Take your
out of my way.
Bring it on. I'm up. Going in.
I'm over here. Are you done with all the fun and games?
Ooh.
Come on now.
Just gonna stand there?
You're in.
Oh, the colds are picking him up.
You're in it now.
Well, I'm over here. Are you done with all the fun and games yet?
Take this. Take your best. Let's go. I got
Fucking spanked. Alrighty. We're gonna go through a dungeon here, I'm assuming. Hey, Ichiban, check it out. An elevator. Hey, that's the one. Looks like it's still running. Let's get in there.
Okay.
Yeah, come on. We're just going straight down? Oh shit. Well, bingo.
Copy that. We'll be ready to move out right away.
Might as well parade with him.
Start the car. The governor's en route.
Bingo.
You were right on the money, Sachan.
This is one hell of a move, though. Are we just gonna jump him?
Let's do this.
Stop! Identify yourselves! What are you doing here?
Chill out, fellas. Just want to talk to the governor.
Not a chance! Get back! Code Red, we got trespassers!
Mr. Governor, this way!
Trespassers? Don't make assumptions, pal.
Then who are you? Are you media?
We're fans of the governor. We just want to shake his hand, okay?
Not right now.
Please? Come on.
You can't.
It'll just take a second.
The governor ain't got time. Take a walk, Jack.
Jack. Okay, bud.
Walk, Jack? You from Kansai?
You got a problem with that?
I like how the Kansai jabs are always like an implication that they're Yakuza.
You're Omi.
Yep, there we go.
I don't hear you denying it.
Wow.
A governor employing Yakuza as his bodyguards. Unreal.
Shut up! I'm a civilian working security.
Bullshit.
Speaking Kansai don't automatically make someone Omi. You damn smartass.
Oh, you're angry I assumed something? You assumed we were trespassers.
Because that's what you are.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's just calm down now. Why don't you do yourself a favor and step aside? If not, We'll have to...
Freeze!
Whoa, easy. That's quite the weapon you got there. I was only gonna ask for a light, man.
Interesting that he didn't reflexively shoot, though.
Something like that, anyway.
Asshole. I'm about to shoot you just because you're annoying.
With the safety on?
Huh?
Too easy.
Gotcha, fucking rookie.
You think I'm playing, you dried up sack?
That's some fucking snake shit.
Let's give him a bloodbath.
Secret Service.
Well.
Let's go, guys. Who wants to go? Not yet. I'm up.
You're in for it now.
Going in. Done with all the fun and games yet?
Take your best
Over
shot.
here. Who wants to go?
Bring it on.
Out of my way.
I got this.
Oh. Pump up. Okay. Ugh.
Let's go. Let's go.
Eyes on me.
Let's go. You're in it now. Gotcha.
Bring it on. You're in.
Well.
Take this.
You can win. Done with all the fun and games yet?
I'm up.
Whoa. Thermal point.
I'm over here.
Like a heated, like, jabbing stick or some shit. What the hell is that?
Going in. You fun for me yet? Who wants to go? Don't get cocky. This'll do.
Dip.
That's how you do it.
Stallion ring.
Sweet.
Shell shatter. Ooh, like a defense down?
I did it! Yes!
Moving up in the world.
Ulsa Denora, these names, dude.
You fucking...
Wait!
Motherfucker.
Ichiban!
You okay?
Here they come. Yo, is he gonna like whoop his ass? Let's go.
What have you done?
You weren't supposed to touch him.
Can't you tell the difference between thugs and law-abiding citizens? What's wrong with you?
I'm sorry, sir. We are terribly sorry about this.
Do you need medical attention? I never thought I'd see the day when my own guards hurt a citizen. I'm just glad I saw the scuffle in the rearview mirror. Please, let me help you up, sir.
Young master.
He knows. Yeah.
Tonight, go to Orohime Land alone. I'll do the same.
Ah.
It's such a relief that none of you were hurt.
Nice.
My sincere apologies for all of this. I'd also like to apologize on behalf of my guards. I'll be giving them a strict lecture later. But for now, I must ask that you excuse me. I'm late for an appointment.
Right. It's probably gonna be a setup, but doesn't have much choice. What did Aoki say?
Yeah.
He wants to meet at Orihime Land tonight. He invited you? Yeah, but on one condition, that we meet alone. He's going alone, so I'll do the same. You really think you can trust him? A reeks of a trap to me. If we doubt every step we take, we'll never get anywhere. This is the chance I've been waiting for. So you're doing it, huh? Yeah, totally.
Hey.
Well, at least hide nearby so we can help if you need us.
Oh.
I appreciate it, but it's gonna be fine. What makes you so sure? It's still possible that he'll keep his word and show alone.
Hold on.
I don't believe it for a second. You've seen how calculated his every move has been, haven't you? Yeah, but if he does, and I don't, then I'm the scum of the earth. I'm not gonna be that guy. Ichiban. When he gives you the eyes, it means his mind's made up.
Yo.
Better be ready for anything. Luckily, we'll have more time before nightfall.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, they all disappeared. Also, our little loading bar party down there. I think we're at capacity. I don't think we can get anybody else. Pretty sure. Talk about a time skip too. It's pretty nice. Haven't had any more sub-stories pop up. I get the feeling we're getting railroaded at least a little bit. I don't think anybody in particular has like has enough of a relationship level for us to do another conversation either, but I better check.
A gift for you.
Who wants to go?
Oh.
Get cocked.
Cool. Come on now.
Come up. You're in for it.
Go in there. I got this. I'm over here. Are you done with all the fun and games yet?
Don't get cocky. You're in for it. Well.
Who wants to go?
Let's go. Let's go.
Done with all the fun and games yet?
Watch me.
Is this other one done? Yeah. Some onion. Some more carrots going.
Welcome.
Ew. Take that. Take a quick nap. Wait, house rules. What?
Hey, why don't we all play some cards sometime?
Where's this coming from?
The bartender said we could use one of the rooms here. I figured it'd be fun to laze around and play a game or something.
Well, the second floor is a lot more, homey than that fancy first floor, so...
So what do we play? Sevens?
No way. It's gotta be president. It's more exciting with more people.
Ooh, that sounds fun. I was playing that every night with the boys back at the camp, so I'm pretty good.
I used to play it with my buddies on the force. Think I'm gonna let you guys win?
I was the best player in the Komijul.
So, can we cut the 8? What about the 11 back?
7 handoff?
What do you mean by 7 handoff? What about stairs?
Man, they're getting pretty worked up about this.
You know, all these local house rules are just a pain in the butt. Let's just play old maid.
House rules indeed. Maybe he'd have something for gangster. I want to see at least. We gotta fight anyway. Nobody's looking at you. Mind your business.
Take this.
Are you quick enough?
Done with all the fun and games yet?
Let's go. I got this. Going in.
What's fun?
Check this out. Hora, Kuyo.
Over here. With all the fun and games yet?
I got
Eyes on.
Not quite.
Oh, yeah?
Just gonna stand there?
Let's go. I'm up. Let's go. Happy birthday.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hey, bud.
You're here.
You're forgetting that he also has a bunch of, like, disposable weapons, including a gun. Up bag. Ooh, there we go. Saber. It's buyable.
Appreciate the business.
He needs a bit of a bump anyway, so we'll do it. So yeah, hopefully that'll help. Although one thing that we probably should do, and maybe next time we'll do it, is go underground and try to take on some of those guys down there. See what kind of loot and shit we can find along the way. Cause I bet you, like, some of the things that we bought we'll probably get through there for free.
Come on now. Get alive.
Fine.
You're in it now.
I got this.
Oh god, no, not the barf.
Are you done with all the fun and games yet?
Cool. Check this out. Don't get caught. I'm up. Let's go. You falling for me, Ed? Come on.
Oh.
Strong.
Nice. I'll take it.
I'm getting stronger!
Actually, yeah, let me try to go there. I think they might have some seeds. Forget if they have seeds for flowers, there might be stuff for something else. Get out of the way.
いらっしゃいませ。
Icon. Yeah, it's just for food. That's up in flowers. You might have to just go back to Hamakita for that.
ありがとうございました。
Still trying to go on foot because, like, you know, 6 they still had a couple sub-stories that would happen as you came up, and these conversations are still cropping up too.
You want to stop by an arcade? I could use a breather.
Games, huh? They don't exactly bring back the best memories. My family was pretty strict on rules. I was only allowed to play an hour a day. Go over even a minute, and my console would get cut in half or some shit like that.
Sounds like a Liu Meng household, all right.
They'd barely let me play, but it's not like that was enough to make me give it up. So I just sneak it and do my best not to get caught. Then one night my VMU quit on me like beep, and wow.
Well, you had a Dreamcast, huh?
VMU,
The
nice.
hardest thing I'd ever had to go through at that point. I learned a lot that day. Sorry, what were we talking about?
Nothing. Why don't we just keep going?
Busted. So I think he's at... He might be ready for something if we go to survive later. Good old Dreamcast, man. Good times. We are at a Hime land. You ready for this?
Hey.
Time for more story. Pokemon types.
Hey.
Be safe, okay? I mean it.
Listen.
If anything feels off, you turn right around. I feel like a lot of my favorite stuff is just like fighting Earth and maybe grass. Ghost has some good stuff too, though. Earth by earth, I mean ground. Uh-oh.
Young master.
Here we go.
You were born in a dump much like this one, weren't you?
It's been a while, young master.
I figured you'd want to see me. I know what you want to ask. Why did I change my name? Why am I a politician? Why did I help destroy the Tojo clan? And are you curious about my lack of a wheelchair these days?
You actually willing to explain any of it?
I am. My condition was cured in America. I got a lung transplant.
Yeah.
Did you know that if you drop a stack of cash into the right palm over there, you can buy an organ? Incredible. But even with deep pockets, nothing is simple for the son of a Yakuza boss.
That why you changed your name?
Yes. I did it because I was born the son of Masumi Arakawa, and because my condition robbed me of the youth everyone else got to have. I was happy to change my name and start a new life separate from all of that. And look at the results. I'm not only the governor, but also the chair of the ruling party. What's wrong? You can't bring yourself to congratulate me?
Not from the heart, no. Are you even happy as a politician?
Politics is a good life. Unlike the Yakuza, you don't have to use violence to assert control. I can improve people's lives, and they're grateful to me for it.
You think Ogasawara's grateful? You killed him.
Oh, that was just a sensible precaution.
Man, listen to yourself.
Come on. After you kidnapped him, he ran his mouth about Bleach Japan, did he not? He was never much for discretion. He swore to me that he didn't tell you anything, of course. But I could see the truth in his eyes. That sealed his fate.
So, you just killed people over an assumption? Without even bothering to check?
I'm checking now. Did he tell you the secrets of Bleach Japan or not?
Well, that's... I mean...
See? Proper risk management is all about mitigating threats before they...
But he was your buddy! He helped you start Bleach Japan!
Being at the top means you have to know when people are no longer relevant. Like father, like son, right? My father looked after you for years. But when he had to, he cut you from the family.
He doesn't know the whole story.
That's not how it went down. He asked me to go to prison to keep the whole Arakawa family safe.
You think that's why?
Captain Sawashiro killed some guy who reported directly to the Tojo clan.
Actually, Kasuga talking right now is not a good idea.
Had to own up to
because there are things that
on the ladder
that he doesn't know yet.
Kasuga.
This is just as much for him as it is for Kasuga.
Sawashiro wasn't going to be arrested.
You don't know that.
Oh, but I do. Because Sawashiro didn't kill that guy in the first place.
What?
Interesting.
That night was the last time I saw you. Yeah, that club in Kamurocho we went to. On New Year's Eve.
Yeah. It was your girlfriend's birthday.
Not girlfriend.
Right. I've certainly had better nights.
The fateful night. This motherfucker went full Batman because he got cooked by some, like, old politician.
How long have you been there? Young master?
So, did you finish your business? I'm heading back. Use this to pay the bill. If there's anything left, might as well use it to wipe your ass.
Why is he walking back on his own?
Are you okay, sir?
Shut up! Don't touch me.
Let's go, honey. I'm sure he's just drunk.
What's wrong with him?
Is he sick? Don't look at me! Don't look at me!
Next to the wheelchair. Oh! Wow. Chair was gone. Didn't even make it to it.
Hey, get up!
The fuck?
You can't sleep here, you fucking drunk. Come on, move your ass!
Fuck off, man.
This building's my family's property. So clear out. Go on, go!
Oh.
You Yakuza? That means you're garbage.
The fuck you say?
Don't touch me!
You're on Kamurocho turf now, fool. In this town,
Let me go!
fear the Yakuza. I don't know what backwoods village you might be from, but you're about to learn about Kamurocho the hard way, motherfucker!
Ooh.
You think you're hot shit because you know how to hold a gun? Where'd you buy that thing, huh? Your local toy shop? Huh?
You fucking bluffing?
Trigger, you son of a bitch.
Do it if it's even a real gun.
Interesting.
Go on. Do it!
Yep, on New Year's Eve, right as the shit's gonna drop.
Come on.
Oh, he's waiting.
If you've got the balls.
Waiting for the ball drop.
Can't do it, huh?
3.
The girls say about you too. Little bitch like you ought to know better. Now, you're dead. Dumbass. Do it if you're gonna.
Perfect time for it. Let me guess. Plastered against the wall.
Sawashiro, I fucked up. I killed a guy.
The fuck thing is that it's his fault.
Wait. You were the one who killed Suzumori?
Yes.
He's covering for his own ass.
Sawashiro what I did, then went home. Lucky for me, there were no witnesses.
Right.
So I didn't go in Sawashiro's place. I went in your place.
That's right. Dad sold you to the law to protect his only son. Obviously, he couldn't just tell you how it really happened. That's why he lied that you were taking the fall for Sawashiro. You swallowed the bait whole and happily marched yourself to the station. So tell me, Do you still trust the old asshole? I can only imagine how you must feel. Doing 18 years of hard time would have been bad enough. But then there was the other event. After giving him such a huge portion of your life, you finally see him and... bang. Right? Must feel horrible even now.
I'm counting on you, Ichi.
He knows he's his dad's ace in a hole, though.
Well, say something, Ichi.
It doesn't matter what you say. I trust Arakawa-san.
Then answer one question for me. Why are you in Ijincho?
Couldn't tell you. Maybe because I'm Ichi Bad Kasuga.
Ooh, forgot about that.
Hits rock bottom, but always crawls back up.
I see. Even after all these years, somehow you've managed to stay just as dumb. It's kind of touching. Nostalgic, even. I can't even bring myself to be mad.
What an honor. You know, I thought this meeting was gonna be a setup. But you came alone, like you promised. So I guess I'm touched too.
What? You thought I'd have you killed? No. There's no sense in squishing an ant.
That's a bad oversight.
I'll let you live. We do go way back after all. But I do have one condition. Don't ever come near me or Dad again. Understand?
Well, I've got my own condition. Pull out of Ijincho and get Kume to end his campaign.
Pardon?
I may not be cut out for politics, but Kume sure as hell ain't either.
Actually, the Citizens Liberal Party agrees with you. Kume is ignorant and inexperienced. If he didn't have our support, he'd lose for sure.
Then why are you having him run?
So everyone can see my value.
What?
Right.
Think about it. If Kume wins, how will the Citizens Liberal Party react?
It's only because of you.
They realize that an endorsement from Ryo Aoki can turn entire elections, even in favor of a simpleton. It will be crystal clear that I have the skill and influence to replace Ogi Kubo. They'll watch and learn.
So, Kume's just a tool to you?
Of course.
An election is nothing more than a game of strategy.
Are these Ijincho revitalization shelters part of your game too?
Uh-oh.
Those are the most useful tools of all. With them, I can round up all the illegal residents at once.
Wait, what? I thought the shelters were helping people get visas.
You're getting deported on the sly?
Don't be absurd. The people going to them would never qualify for visas. The shelters will bus them to the Immigration Bureau, where they'll be deported.
Fuck.
For real? You're lying to them right to their faces?
I'm not lying. The shelter's purpose is there in its name. It's revitalizing Ijincho by cleansing it of criminals.
Just give me an answer. Are you going to accept my conditions or not?
Absolutely not.
Well, then I guess there's no chance of us finding common ground.
Did you actually think I'd come here tonight because I wanted to negotiate? Remember what I said earlier. The only reason you're still alive is because I took pity on you. If I stop pitying you, you don't have much left.
Interesting.
What the hell is this? I thought the young master said he would come alone.
That makes you a fool for believing him when he said it. And for rejecting his offer.
Of course. Here we go. The whole place is loaded.
Guess I'm kind of old-fashioned that way. I tend to take people at their word. Alone means alone. This way, Ichiban!
Go! Hey!
Later, what's going on?
Guys!
Gamer of the generic variety.
Just get out of the damn way!
Move, stupid.
Let's go.
Oh, it was a setup. Goodbye.
I told you it was a trap. Listen to me next time.
Oh shit, with the raid? What's going on, everybody? Forest Monster Hunter Rise.
The infield missed a few grounders.
Time to call up the reserves. Give Captain Sawashiro a show. Break through him!
Ah.
Right.
Game's good as hell. Yeah. There's been a couple people that I've been watching that have been going through it, man.
Well,
It's making the wait to try to get a PS5 even harder, because like the Switch just keeps stacking up shit that I want, and it's like, but I need my frames from the bullshit.
take your best shot. Don't get cocky.
Bring it on.
I'm up. I got this.
I mean, by that time, you guys are gonna be done with it, though.
You're in.
Let's go.
Like, anyone who I actually would play with will be, like, early done.
Cool.
Pretty much. To be honest, that's pretty much all this is.
Come on now.
Yeah, they did like a huge paradigm shift. It's not a beat 'em up anymore. It's an RPG. We have like companion conversations and side shit with other characters.
Take this.
So they literally just like looked at Persona and were like, "That's good. We can do that," and just did it. Hey, little bastard.
Check this out. Cocky. I'm over here. Done with all the fun and games. Sure. You did. Well. I'm up. You think you can win? Let's go. Who wants to go? Here comes the champagne. On it. Out of my way. Take your best shot. Cool.
How the hell did you get way over there? Also, this dude's a little chonky. I need to get rid of this shit. Back off, please.
You're done now.
Watch me.
Damn, still has a lot of. Ugh.
With all the fun and games yet?
Eyes on me.
Pain in the ass. Go in here. Let's pop this sucker up.
Nice, Annie's drunk.
You're in.
I'll take it.
I got this.
Good times.
Ooh, real talk, for a second the music was still going and I was like, oh boy.
Go.
Like, are we making a run from here?
Moving up in the world.
We might still, depending. Yeah, here we go. There's still more of them. Oh yeah. Who's this not Majima on the left over there, by the way?
Isn't this all a little much just to take me out? Come on.
Maybe it is. But then again, you did survive being shot. So taking precautions makes sense.
So this here's the guy who took a bullet from the cap. Thought you'd have some meat on you.
Look at this dude.
Scrawny, ain't ya?
As opposed to who? You?
Don't get cocky. Make sure he
got that big ass cleaver going on too.
Case, how about we draw?
Did he steal that from our butcher friend?
No way he pulls out of that one, eh?
NG Villain Breaker 3. Nice.
Ever seen a tuna carving? Get ready for the human version.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
When I'm done, I'll put his head in a box and ship it to you tomorrow.
Just do it right.
You leaving? Scared?
No. I just don't want any of your blood on my suit.
So
He's
you're
pretty
still
confident.
the type to leave all the dirty work to your peons. Guess after all these years,
Good old Joe.
learned shit from Arakawa-san.
You never shut up about the boss. I've always hated that.
Let him say what he wants, boss. Poor little shit only has a couple of minutes to live.
Considering all the crowd over there.
No, that's enough talk. Kill him already.
Let's start.
You don't know how to mind their fucking business. The boss time? Yeah, that definitely sounds like it music-wise. Who's that dude? Is he not here yet? Nah, he's still hanging back. Okay.
Bring it on.
I am secret too.
Let's go.
You sure you can beat me?
Any of them lined up? Not really.
I got this. Let's go. Happy birthday. Hey. Cool. Alive. You're in it now.
Well.
Take this.
Look at him shuffle. Get out of here.
You sure you can beat me? Right. I'll show you.
You're in.
Nice to meet you.
Alive.
Whoop.
I got this. I'm up.
Hell no.
Bring it on.
You go in there. Here comes the champagne. Let's go.
You sure you want to get hurt?
Come on.
You're in for it now.
I wouldn't underestimate me.
Oh, he fucking call people? Shit.
Watch me.
You sure you can beat me?
I got this. It ends here. Take your best shot.
I got this. I have secrets too. I wouldn't underestimate me.
Oh yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Cool.
Bring it on.
Check this out.
You sure you want to get hurt?
Alive. Take this. You're in it now.
Right.
Let's
I'll
go.
show you. Hi there.
Korea. Take your best
You're
shot.
Hopefully it doesn't stick that well.
I'm in it now.
Watch me.
I got this.
He hasn't done it yet. I don't think he was the one that did it before, but
Bring it on.
hopefully he doesn't call anybody, because I'm assuming we have another phase to this, where that dude with the big knife shows up. Oh.
You're in for it now.
Well, don't get cocky. Take this. Let's go. Going in. Right through the heart.
Burned and charmed.
Can't lie.
I'll show you. Say cheese.
You're in.
And blind.
I got this.
You sure you can beat me?
Cool. This'll be good. Take your best. Come on. Let's go. You're done now.
Oh, but he's pretty close at that point. Oh, shit. Nah, he's still going. Okay.
Watch me.
Come on.
Roll spirit armor.
Be still, would you?
Yeah.
I'm up. Clear.
I got it. It's go time.
Okay. Don't get up.
Well.
Right. Feeling better already.
Let's go.
Just watching him get fucking mugged.
It's go time.
Watch me.
The good thing is that some of them get MP for just doing their raw attacks.
Don't get cocky. All clear.
Okay.
I got this. What was that?
I got this. I have secrets too. Nice to meet you.
Take your best.
I wouldn't underestimate me.
There we go.
Well.
I will say, real talk, Eddie-chan, her baseline class is pretty much just ninja. Like, some of the acrobatics and ridiculous shit that she does is absurd.
You wanna go? Check this out.
Right.
Bitch.
Watch me.
Get on the floor. Bam. I feel like we might be a little underleveled here. Because that was supposed to just be step one. Now we gotta deal with this asshole.
Yeah, let's go. You falling for me yet? Cool. Okay.
Sure you want to get hurt? I got this.
Fuck this guy.
Feeling better already.
Oh yeah? I'm up. Going in.
I wonder if he'll even catch a cold. A full Genshin on him. If we can loot this dude too. Oh.
Eyes on me.
That's bad. That was a defense debuff too.
I'll show you. Give me a smile.
I got this.
Yeah. Every little bit counts for that.
Don't underestimate me.
Check this out.
Watch me.
Take this.
Oh, get zapped.
You're in it now.
You sure you want to
Gotta do something about this.
Let's go. Let's pop this sucker open. Let's go.
I got this.
Weak to it, but not for a while.
I have secrets too.
Well, get alive. Come on, be still, would you?
Woo!
Don't get cocky. Come on, let's go. Pain in the ass.
You sure you can beat me?
Now,
Watch me.
Right. I'll show you. Hi there.
Steal him. Damn.
I wouldn't underestimate you.
Oh. Nice.
Come on now. You wanna go? Let's give him hell.
Dude, two pips up on that.
Take this.
Hope you're ready.
Bring it on.
It's go time.
Gotta do something about this.
Give me some of your health, bitch. You gon' get bit. Whoop. He didn't like that.
I'll show you a fight.
You sure you want to get hurt? Leave it to me.
Come on.
You're in for it now.
Take your best shot.
I have secrets too. Say cheese.
I got this. Go.
You sure you can beat me?
Not happy.
I think.
I'm in there.
Yeah, there we go. It's her a bit.
I wouldn't have.
Hey, go. Okay. Kicking time. This'll be good. Come on. Let's go.
Ooh, 1042. There we go. Don't get up. Nah.
Let's go. All clear. Well. Take this.
I got this.
Ooh, he's close. Nah, you're done.
That's what you do next time.
Sunlight key? Is that a gold key?
I'm getting stronger.
Nail scratch. What? Birthday bonanza. After train kick.
Hell yeah.
Tweezer toss. Auric insight.
Weren't you saying you were gonna put my head in a box and ship it to the captain?
Ooh, did we get to keep that?
I'm sure he'll be surprised to see your head in there then.
That guy was really gross.
Are all Omi Alliance dudes like that?
They're the biggest Yakuza group in the country. I'm sure they have even crazier guys.
And that's what's flooding into Ijincho? Great. Ichiban!
Let me guess.
Hamako-san.
You just found out everything.
Something wrong?
I was just at the shelter.
Yep. There's a bust happening.
Shelter?
I was taking something to one of the girls. She forgot it at my place. But they were all gone. None of the staff would tell me where they went. I don't know what's going on.
Calm down, Hamako-san.
Please, help me find them.
Hey, I'm really, really sorry. But they aren't in Japan anymore.
What?
The shelter was just a trap for mass deportations.
No! Those girls, they don't have anyone to help them in the countries they came from. That's why they came to Ijincho in the first place. I just wanted to give them a chance. How did this happen? Oh no! No, 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 no!
Hamako-san.
If only I hadn't told them to go to the shelter. If only I'd realized sooner.
I only just found out a couple minutes ago.
You did what you thought was best for them.
He's right. Don't blame yourself. You were on their side until the end.
I'm so sorry.
God damn it.
Yeah, they're pretty much wiping the board on this city. Now that the wall is down. Oh yeah. If there's anything that Yakuza games are good at, is shifting tone on a fucking dime.
I told Hamako-san to get some rest.
Thanks, Sachan.
Ijincho just keeps taking hit after hit.
Remember what Jungi Han said? We should basically get out of here while we can? Maybe we should consider that. For real.
You want to run?
I mean, isn't the situation kind of hopeless at this point?
Hopeless, huh? Well, you got a place we can all go?
Oh, not off the top of my head, no.
How about you, Adachi-san?
Yo to Kamurocho.
I don't even have family to stay with. My parents died a long time ago. Psycho?
I mean, I could leave, but I would never abandon my sister or my father like that.
Sounds like we've settled that then.
Settled what?
Got nowhere to go.
That none of us can run away from this. We're in the same boat as the Komi Jewel and the Ryuma. So our only option is to fight, with or without hope. And personally, I say there is hope.
How? How is there a chance of winning?
It doesn't matter. A long time ago, Arakawa-san told me something. If you go into a fight thinking you got a chance to win, you're just being a bully.
What the hell? Not gonna lie, that sounds kinda stupid.
Hell no. A real fight's when you go up against someone so strong, you got no chance. Our enemies are the Omi Alliance and the Citizens Liberal Party. The crime lords from below are teaming up with the law from above. And I say bring it on.
We're going up against all of Japan, basically.
Too much for you, Adachi-san? Going soft on me?
Don't be stupid. I couldn't ask for a better fight. Let's do it. But can we include Tokyo PD in that law part so I can kick their asses too?
Hell yeah. Put them on the list.
Good enough for me.
He's got his own motives right now.
You guys are ridiculous. You know that, right?
Tell me about it. But...
Admit it, you like that about us.
yeah, what is my damage?
Nanba, Sachan, join us, and...
Yeah.
You can skip the pep talk.
That's why I keep you guys around.
You sure, Namba? Your brother's okay now, and he's getting married. What skin do you have in the game?
Yeah, I know I've been a butt. But if my friends are gonna fight, so will I. I'm all in now. Besides, it'll make for a great speech at my brother's wedding.
That settles it. Let's knock them on their asses.
So I'm kind of wondering where that's going to take us to next then. Let's see. End of Yakuza. Damn, that's pretty. That's pretty on the nose. Shit.
There you go.
There's more?
I can't eat all this.
Don't sweat it, Chairman. Us young folks can handle this chow.
Oh, definitely. My stomach's a bottomless pit. Bon appetit.
Hell yeah!
I got so focused on our food that we forgot to actually discuss anything. Oh, it is damn good.
Yeah. But we have to get down to business. Guess I'm kicking us off. This is Kume-kun, leader of Bleach Japan's Yokohama branch.
Of course.
He's going to run for this district's representative seat in the next election. Now, what you gotta understand about this kid is he's just step one of Ryo Aoki's scheme to turning Jincho into his personal political machine.
Zhao's correct. Kume is just one step. Aoki's other steps include a huge number of Bleach Japan candidates all over the country.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
And the dam is broken.
Right, you would hope so.
No stopping it now. Governor Aoki's too popular. There's no one who can stand up to him.
So you think Kume's win is a done deal, Chairman Hoshino?
Pretty much. Kume has Aoki's broad public adoration at his back. Throwing Aoki's fundraising and media savviness. Kume's got a very real shot at this.
Kume is still their weak link, though.
He wants Ijincho so bad it's gotten personal for him. Since it was Ogikubo's kingdom before, seizing it makes Aoki the new heir apparent. That's gotta be what he's thinking.
Yes. I'd venture to say that even if the Citizens' Liberal Party wins every other district, he won't be satisfied unless he wins this one. He's gonna throw everything he's got at this contest.
Another lot situation.
Definitely.
Well, I'm not gonna roll over and just take it. Anybody with me?
With you on what?
On taking this dude down a peg. I'm sick of getting our asses kicked.
We all are, but...
We can't just let him win. We need to do something. I mean, Bleach Japan is in bed with the Omi Alliance. Isn't that fucked up? It's, you know, hypocritical. They go around preaching about how gray zones need to go, acting like they're heroes or something. Meanwhile, they team up with gangsters to take over Japan, and everyone just claps for them?
Thing is, Kasuga, these gangsters have a governor on their side. They're untouchable.
Are you guys even hearing yourselves right now? What's gotten into you? The Ijin 3 used to protect the weak and vulnerable in this town. Granted, you did it by running a huge scam, so I'm not gonna give you too much credit.
What?
But after everything the city's given you, don't you feel like you owe something to it? Look, I know none of you guys did what you did just for the money. Ogikubo was the one raking in all the dirty riches. You guys wanted to stop a war from destroying this town. And if you don't stand up now, you're basically abandoning the Ijin 3's purpose. It's a disgrace.
You sure you want to finish that thought?
Yeah, dial it down, or I'll set you straight.
Well, I, for one, agree with him.
You do?
Everything you said is true. We all lived in the gray zones, and sure, that ain't something to be proud of. But at least we could be proud of putting food on the tables of our men and their families. You're with me on that, at least, right, Songhui? If we roll over, we will be throwing away everything we've ever worked for.
Zhao.
No, it's true. And remember, I left the Liumeng in your hands.
That's a good
I
point.
trusted you to consider what my men need.
Ooh.
This is shaping up to be your first job as their new boss. Come on, Songhui.
He's got leverage there. Shit.
Damn it. Fine.
Chairman Hoshino, you got any wisdom of your own to lend us?
Well, I do understand the need to be fair to the city. I'll help. And to think, I only came here for the food. Didn't expect to get roped into some noble last stand.
You know what they say. There's no such thing as a free lunch.
True that. Now let's go take care of Kume.
I have to admit, I will enjoy knocking that little punk off his pedestal. So what's a move?
Good question. We need to strike, but how?
Don't you think it's obvious?
No. What?
We need to ruin the young master's reputation.
Right.
Meaning?
We gotta make sure Kume loses the election.
How do you propose we do that?
That part I hadn't really figured out. But once we do, it'll be like kicking Aoki right in the face.
I don't see how it's feasible.
I mean, we could maim him. If he's too injured, he'd have to pull out of the race.
Well,
and then...
damn.
You wanna kill him?
Well, only if he resists.
Damn.
Can't do that. If he dies, they'll just replace him with someone.
Yeah, he'll just be another martyr.
I'm sure they've got backup candidates waiting in the wings.
Hey, winning. That's how we do it. We just win it ourselves.
What? Okay.
Huh?
We win the election with our own candidate. Put someone up who can get more votes than Kume. There's gotta be someone out there who can do it.
Yes, probably. But how do we figure out who this someone is? We're not political consultants.
Well, we should remember the votes for Kume aren't really for him in the first place. They're votes for Aoki.
Right.
Good point. Can you think of anyone who fits the bill, Chairman Hoshino?
Unfortunately, I can't say I do. Ogi Kubo was an incumbent here for many years, with no opponents who posed any real threat. The only people who ever ran against him just did so as a formality.
So no real rivals.
Hey, you seem to know a lot about it. Why don't you run?
He's a Yakuza boss?
Excuse me?
Yeah, people know who you are. You've got charisma.
No Yakuza's gonna win an election, even in the Jincho. And if he did, I'd consider the world doomed.
Seriously.
But I could try to recruit someone who would have a chance in the race.
That's a start.
I hope you're not expecting me to shoulder this burden alone, though.
What do you mean?
Elections cost money. A lot of money.
Oh.
If I find a candidate, who's footing the bill for the campaign?
That's a good point.
I'll tell you right now, my people don't have a single yen to spare.
Right, so how much is it exactly?
I'm willing to chip in some myself, but I'll need an additional 3 million yen cash just to register.
3 million? You need that much?
At a minimum. If you can't scrape that amount together, this plan is dead in the water.
I hate to say it, but he's right. Can you do it, Kasuga-kun?
Probably should have sat on some of that Ichiban holdings then. But you know, the sub-stories. Need 3 million yen to bring the fight to the young master. Not exactly pocket change. Since I have the money, guess I can throw back some drinks at the bar until Chairman Hoshino finds a candidate. 3 million yen. And apparently there's no story beat to have it happen, so, That's interesting. That's an interesting hook for a couple things, right? Because you could try to get bonuses from running Ichiban Holdings. Probably going underground to get a bunch of loot. Gambling and a couple other things in terms of minigames. Yeah. Technically, the game has to imply that you may never touch that minigame. So I don't think his holdings company will ever become a direct, like, story component. But getting bonuses from our holders meetings and stuff is definitely going to be a good boost. That's probably going to be where the bulk of it is. If anything, I feel like a lot of people probably save most of that minigame until now, so that they can just get all those, grind up all those bonuses at once, and then just drop it on this. That's not what I wanted to do. Video game? Video game, please. No, don't jump again. Don't do it. Now jump. Yeah. What is with this dude? What's happening here? You're the one who bumped into me, so why should I pay? Come on, part-time hero, where are you? That must be my client. Time to play part-time hero. Let's see, some scary guy bumped into me, yet he's the one claiming he's hurt. Wants me to pay for damages, too. I'm at a construction site in Tsutakame Alley. Can you come get rid of this faker?
Time to hustle!
Hey there, I'm from Part-Time Hero. Here to help my client out of a pinch. A hero, huh? Then I guess you won't mind paying up instead. Ooh. Wait, is he full on...
Watch me.
Is he full on homeless class? Kinda like, Technically, Archvagrants are too.
Take this.
I wonder if they have some of Namba's moves then. I just got the blood splatter in the back too, holy shit. Oh.
I'll show you.
Thoroughly dead. My man is just dead. He's a dead dude.
Let's go. Let's go.
You sure you can beat me?
Don't get caught. Check this out.
You sure you want to get hurt?
Damn. Ooh, ow.
Well, you're in it now.
Ah, he's a little bit chunkier.
Take your best shot.
Nothing nice. Really.
I have secrets too.
Oh my god.
I'm up.
You sure you can beat me?
Going in.
Good bit.
All clear.
Oh, he whiffed. He whipped the grab.
Come on now.
Oh, that's why. He fucking ran. That's interesting. So he hit like a particular threshold. His fucking defense must have just like skyrocketed. And he just was setting out to run. So we probably would have had to like paralyze him. Yeah, we would have actually had to hit him with a status effect or something to make him stay. That's some shit. We've had other like metal slimes or like thief classes like run before, but normally they take something first. I don't think he took anything. He just used that ability to fucking ditch. Jin's Punchathon was doing all the work. Yeah. Uh-oh. No, pseudo trash. Gross.
Watch me.
Take this. I got this.
Here's a little karambit knife.
I got this. It's go time.
This'll do. Let's go.
Good times.
Okay. Actually, there's one thing I want to do. I'll probably end it over there. Or Yakuza. Where's it at? Bar District. I think we might be close to having something for one of them. Where the fighting goes all D&D. Yeah. It's all in Ichiban's head, too. He's the only one that sees any of that. Let's see what Zhao's got going on.
Yo! How goes it, Kasuga-kun?
Look at you. You're blending in already, Zhao.
You know it. Turns out drinks taste a lot better without bodyguards watching your every move.
Yeah? So that was the life of the former leader of the Yokohama Lumang.
That shit was dumped on me from the day I was born. Kind of a drag. Growing up knowing you had a fucking script.
Well, the nice thing about alcohol is it tastes better if you complain while you're drinking it.
Ah, sure. Enjoy my childhood trauma. But I guess after all the shit you've been through, you've earned it.
Laying it on pretty heavy, huh? Oof.
Your dad led the Yokohama Lumang before you, right? What's he doing now?
He died a few years after retiring. Right in his bed. He's lucky he never got shot or stabbed.
Hey, yeah. That's a real achievement for a gang boss.
Yeah, I guess so. He only managed it by sleeping with one eye open his whole life. No matter how you slice it, it's not a great way to live. I sure as hell didn't want to lead the Liumang. But Mabuchi, this shit was always up his alley.
You mean Laoma? What even happened to that guy? I haven't even seen him since we kicked his ass during the whole Omi Alliance thing.
We gotta find out he's dead.
Don't you know what the Yokohama Liumang does to traders? They use them as filling that goes inside meat buns.
What? You serious? Right now Laoma is... Baoma?
You're fucking hilarious. But I was kidding. You think I'm the kind of guy who'd do that?
I mean, honestly, no.
Yeah, I thought it was a joke. Him being your right-hand man and everything. And you're not the kind of guy to turn a brother into a meat bun, no matter what he did.
Appreciate that. I like to think I don't give off that vibe. I did stop short of giving Mabuchi what he deserved, after all the shit he put me through.
What does that mean? Did you kill Mabuchi?
Oh, you're softer than any bun out there. Look at you all worried.
I just don't like the thought of that happening to people.
Even creeps like Mabuchi, who murdered your boss without a second thought?
Even creeps like him. All I wanted was to knock that guy's lights out and hand him to the cops.
But by the time his lights were nice and knocked out, the Omi showed up, and you never saw him again, did you?
You really did kill him, didn't you?
Alright, I'm bored of messing with you. I didn't kill him.
Oh, had a feeling you didn't.
Why is that?
Hard to explain, but I don't get that vibe from you. Not one bit. In fact, it always kind of felt to me like your hard-ass act was just a show for your boys. A front you put on.
Ah, that's a little harsh there, eh, Kasuga-kun?
You don't strike me as the type to lock guys up or torture them either. Especially one of your own, like Mabuchi.
He and I call the same place home. Nothing could make me take his life. But now, Songhui's in charge of the Yokohama Liumang.
That'd be a little different now.
It's up to her to settle things if Mabuchi shows his face again. He's the reason Komiju's a pile of ashes, so I don't think she'll be treating him as nice as I would.
Probably not.
Which is why I gave Mabuchi the heads up and told him to leave Ijincho.
Shit, really?
Well, that's taking things into your own hands.
A few of his boys went with him, and I forgave the ones that wanted to stick around. It's a hard reset. Clean slate for everyone. Songhui was good with that.
You two are more generous than I thought.
Mabuchi brought in a lot of cash for us, and he was damn consistent about it. The fact that he kept a bunch of shit hidden from us was an issue, but I could deal.
So you knew about it and you just let it slide?
The guys from my dad's generation were pissed, for sure. Kept saying Mabuchi was breaking sacred laws of the gang. But what did they expect from a sadist in Japan's most famous gray zone? And that he'd have a moral compass or some shit?
Seriously?
How about we toast to Mabuchi, wherever he might be?
Well, he's no friend of mine, but what the hell? If you can cheer to him, I can too.
Now we're talking.
That's one hell of a shift. Surprisingly so, even considering it's Mabuchi. Oh well. But yeah, that's about gonna call it for today. So we made a lot of story progress. And now we're kind of just in a mid-ass limbo until we can do that 3 mils, so I guess we're gonna be doing a lot of side shit for now. It's kind of interesting that we have a moment like this here, and that it's not more of a, Hold on, bring in money. We got Eddie Chan's place. You're the president, aren't you? Oh. Wait, what? Interesting. Hmm. Wait. Who am I giving that to? Am I giving it to you? She wants roses. Who the hell was I giving that to? Namba, 3 million just entered the election. What a world. Huh. Interesting that they hint at that, though. Go figure. But yeah, this is goodbye for the YouTube people. Until next time.